The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Move.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Leonard Floyd. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Hey, Clifford. Gun. You kill it, motion me out.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Check. Two.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Hey, Foxtrot. 45, Mike, 45. Don't get nervous.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 45. First. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Black. Right here. Check 4.
Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Pilot, 64, weak. 45 the mic. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Big air. Rose. Here we go. Bring it.
Again, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's get some penetration. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. 55.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 66 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Javon Wims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Listen to me. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
54. 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Right there.
On first down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They go play action. Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 47 yards. But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
49, check 49. Yo.
On the ground, it's Cook. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cook following the penalty. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check the backer. 48. Watch twist. Line out. Check three.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Complete. Smith has it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
152 fighter.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
Your trip is here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 26. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On second down, it's Cook fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Echo. Get the ass, Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Yellow, yellow.
Following the interception, Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 58's the money. 58's the money. No chance. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Leave it, ring up, 48. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 45's the mic. Watch the right.
Cousins from the gun on third. And Diggs has it. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Mike, 45.
Third down and 1.
Check 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
X3, 218, chopper. Shift, watch the shift. 2.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Lock in. Alert. 61, matchbox, lights. Mike, watch the run.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Hey, can't. Let's go, G. Hey, orbit. Here we go. 45's the mic. Man, I got you. Man. Gun. 45. Good routes here. Through. Check.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
We got 4. 80 weapons.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tackles. Yo. Hey, can't. Check Mike 45. Check Mike. First. It's just me and you. Shift. Gun.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Gun. Sponge. Hey, flipper. Go.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Lucky 50. Black. Go.
To throw is Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Ken. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, Steamer. Watch his slant.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Cohen. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Complete to Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Drop deep, drop deep. Here we go.
Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fourth down, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check. Line 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Going up top from Miller. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On the ball.
2nd and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Hey, Charlie.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right set, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. Can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. The adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can